Hey kids, movies, good movies are bombing right and left, all in the wake of the juggernaut that is known as uh, Barbie Heimer or something. Uh, Both the Barbie movie and Oppenheimer is killing movies right and left. Voyage of Demeter is not as doing as bad as the movie I'm going to talk about in a couple seconds. Uh, Bad timing for movie releases like the Demeter and this little movie called Jules. We're already in the second week of this movie being released, and it's already down to one screen at my local theater. It is too bad because it's one of the best movies I've seen all year. Friday I saw Oppenheimer and I liked it, but I like Jules so much more. Uh, Jules concerns this man named Milton who lives in a small town. He's reaching 80. Uh, his daughter, played by Zoe Winters, is she's a vet and she's concerned about him because he's showing early stages of dementia. Uh, he's played by Ben Kingsley, and very, very well. I mean, Kingsley never puts in a bad performance. Uh, each day or each time there's a council meeting of the town, he comes in with the same two complaints. Uh, that's one of the signs of his dementia. Uh, One evening, a flying saucer spaceship kind of gently lands or crashes into uh, his backyard, trouncing his begonias. Uh, and eventually a small alien who, which is eventually referred to as Jules by everybody but Jane Curtin's character. Uh, she likes calling him Gary. Uh, the 911 thinks it's a joke when he calls. He's a bit confused about them not taking him seriously. He goes about his business, and it takes maybe a couple days before Jules actually crawls out of the ship. Uh, he Milton nurses him back to health. Figures out he loves apples, so he feeds him a lot of apples, and that brings back the little alien's strength. Milton eventually, you know, goes to another council meeting. He does his usual two complaints, and then he adds on that a flying saucer crashed into his backyard, uh, killing his begonias. And uh, there's two ladies that seem to have an interest in him. One is played by Harriet Sampson, or Yep, Samson Harris, and the other is Jane Curtin. Jane Curtin seems more like a busybody. Harriet seems to be actually interested in him. Uh, they're older, so it's more of a friendship thing. By the end of the movie, they're all pretty solid friends. Um, they eventually get involved. I'm not going to get into how they discover her or discover Jules, um, but yeah, they start helping out. At the same time, the government actually knows that there was a crashed spacecraft, and this is set in western Pennsylvania, and they end up zeroing in on it. They're slow going on it, but I mean they eventually discover where it is by the end of the movie. Jules is played by Jade Kwan. She must be very small. Yeah, this is one of the best films I've seen all year. I mean, it what it is setting out for it just hits in spades. It's very sweet. It has some weepy moments, and it's very funny. I mean, there's a few laugh out loud moments. It has been directed by Mark Turtletum. I'm not quite sure. It has something to do with Little Miss Sunshine, but I don't think he directed it. The writer on this is Gavin Scheckler. Not sure what he's done before. Jane Curtin is great in this. What's with her and aliens? I mean, Coneheads, Third Rock from the Sun, and now this movie. What is she going to be in next? As a writer, Gavin, I am not familiar with the other things he's done. It looks like he's only written for television. Yeah, Jules is a good movie. You're gonna have to seek it out on streaming because it's bombing fucking hard. I mean, there were people in the theater when I went to see it. That would have been on Sunday, yesterday. And it's only one showing, so that's it. I mean, that's just a handful of dollars for this movie, and it's a pity because it is a very good movie. Just a bad timing. No one really could predict that Barbie and Oppenheimer would be just stealing all the box office money, but that's what's happening. Gotta say that it's great to see a historical biopic as a summer blockbuster, but it has happened. But you know what? I think Jules is a better movie. But that's just my opinion. Well, until next time, stay safe and have a good time. Bye now.